Julian, congratulations on your new role, head of the German national team right now. Did you see yourself in this role so early in your career? I mean, you're the youngest German national team coach since the 1920s.
Yeah, thank you so much. No, I didn't expect that I could be a national coach so early. Normally, my plans work for clubs, and but at the end, it's sometimes like that in your life that if there's a special situation, DFB, and also a special situation for me. I have no job. I had no job in the moment, and then I got the phone call of Rudi Völler, and now I feel a big responsibility that we play better soccer, that we could be more successful in the future. I feel also a big responsibility for my career, because it has to be good when you're a national coach. It's a big responsibility, but I'm also looking forward to. I love watching my own team playing offensive, aggressive soccer, and I know we can do that, so I'm looking forward to, and I'm happy to be the national coach at the moment.
As you say, it's a huge task ahead, especially considering what we've seen in recent major tournaments for Germany. Group stage exits at the last 2 World Cup, last 16 elimination at the last Euros, and then on top of that, there's a feeling with many of the German fans that they've fallen out of love with the national team. So where do you even start to getting things back to where they once were, or at least getting closer to where they once were with Germany?
I think the most important topic is not to talk about the European Championship in the summer. I think it's important to focus on this moment that now next games against the US and Mexico. I think that's the most important topic, not to talk about the European Championship, because there's a lot of pressure to do it in your own country. I think that's normal. So we have to focus on the moments yet. We have to improve the way we want to play soccer. We have to improve in the defense work, but also improve when we play against opponents who defend deep. We have to create a bit more chances and try to get a special mood out of the group. There's a special mood out of the stages because the stands, because there's a big tournament in the summer. But I don't want the tournament to trigger us. I want to see how we play soccer. That should trigger the people out of the field, because we play a good and emotional and entertaining way of playing soccer. That's the most important topic. So we try to focus on the next games and not to think about the summer at the moment.
So what differences are you finding? Because obviously being a club coach, you're with the team day to day, you have every day to implement your style, your approach, your philosophies, where now it's a different way to have to do it. And on top of that, all these games that you will be playing aren't competitive games. So what differences are you finding between being an international coach and a club coach?
I think the biggest difference is the time. You do not have the time like when you're a club manager to improve the team. You only have 2 or 3 possibilities, trainings to improve the team. I think that's the most important topic to focus on each training session. You do not have 2 weeks to prepare a game, or sometimes when you have a normal team in the club, you have pre-season 6 weeks, and then we have normal 1 week to prepare the next opponent. Now we have no time to do that, but that's no problem, because all the players are well educated in their clubs, and some of the players, I know them from Bayern Munich, from Leipzig, so they know how we want to play. They know to deal with me as their manager, so I think it's not a big problem. There's also a good advantage, because you can choose, and every game you can choose a new team. That's not normal in the club. You only have 2 transfer periods, so you can choose new players. And in the national team, you have the chance to choose every national game new players. So that's also a big advantage, and you can see how they perform at the moment and choose the right players for the next games. But at the end, the biggest difference is the time.
You talk about the time, so obviously you've got these friendlies coming up against the USA and Mexico. What are you hoping to get out of them?
We have to win. I think that's the most important topic, to get the special mood. It's always like that in soccer. When you win the games, everything is what you did before is good and well. When you lose the game, everything what you did before is so at the end, we try to win the game. We try to improve in a short period of time. We only have 2 or 3 training sessions, and it's important that every player get used to my ideas, and I get used to the players. We know each other, but not in a personal way with every player, because I do not train every player so far. So we try to use the short periods of time to get well prepared. And at the end, as I mentioned, the most important topic in soccer is to win games. So we try to win these 2 games.
Let's get to your squad then. Marc-Andre ter Stegen says that he sees himself as the number 1, and he's going all out to make sure that it stays that way. Is he your number 1?
Yeah, he's number 1 at the moment. He performed very well in Barcelona, and also very well in the national team. He's a player who can do a perfect build-up game. We need a goalkeeper as well who's good with the ball in his feet, who has good ideas in the build-up game, who's brave with the ball, who's not afraid to build up flat passes into midfield, to play some passes on position number 6, also do some chips on to wingers. So at the end, he's a brilliant goalkeeper. We have the perfect situation in Germany that we have a lot of perfect goalkeepers, so it's always hard duels to be number 1, but at the moment Marc-André ter Stegen is our number 1, and we are happy to have him.
And meanwhile, Joshua Kimmich was very outspoken in his support for you after you left the Bayern role. What's his role in the national team? Where's he playing?
Yeah, he's a really important player for the German national team. He's experienced, but has a special mood, and he always wants to win the game. Every training session, every game in the training session, he wants to win every game. So we need players with this responsibility for the success of the whole team, and he will play a big role for the national team when I'm the coach as well. So I'm happy to see him again in my new job as well, and you will see which position he will play against the US and Mexico. Okay,
well, we'll be looking forward to that. Just talking then about everything that's gone on and the fact that he had to speak out for you, Kimmich. It's great to see you back in a role. I feel like we heard your name all summer linked with so many roles, and we were wondering where you would land. Did you have to take time to process what happened at Bayern and how abruptly it all ended?
Yeah, I have a lot of meetings in the summer period as well with a lot of clubs, but do not have the right feeling that it's the perfect step. Talk to different clubs, but at the end, I also had time to reflect a little bit and to make my thoughts about things happen in Bayern Munich. I know that I do some mistakes in Bayern, and I also know that I do some good things at Bayern. And it's always like that in life. We have to improve, like the players and you as a manager as well. It's important to do some mistakes, but it's also important to not repeat the mistakes again. And that's my biggest aim for my job now, to do the good things that I did in Bayern again, and to avoid the mistakes I did. And then we hope, and we will see. I think we could play a better way of soccer and could be more successful, and I'm looking forward to do that.
And of course, now you're having to watch a lot of Bundesliga. There's a good title race. It's only early days going on right now. We see Dortmund and Bayern not even in the top 2 right now. It's Leverkusen and Stuttgart there. Does that benefit you as the national team coach to have a competitive title race in Germany?
Yeah, I think it's always good for the fans on the one hand, because it's always good if there's not one team in lead with 10 points or 12 points in lead. So at the end, it's always good to have some close and hard fights in the Bundesliga, and also to stay focused until the European Championship next summer. It's also important that there's not one team who got the lead with 12 points. So at the end, I hope it could be a good fight until the end, who could be the next German champion. Normal, Bayern Munich is still the favorite. I think that's normal, but all the other teams are good competitors and have to fight. Perhaps sometimes there will be a new champion.
So you mentioned it feels as though it's going one day at a time and not looking too far ahead with the job that you're doing. And to bring it full circle back to the national team right now, for Germany, what do you think would constitute coming back from where they've been next summer? What would be a successful tournament for them?
That's not that easy to talk about that, because it always depends on how we play. If we play a good, entertaining soccer, sometimes it's very important to do that, and all the fans are happy to watch our games, but also we need results. So at the end, it's not that easy to talk about this. I think it's normal when you do a tournament and be part of a tournament, you want to win this tournament. I think that's normal. Every little child who start to play soccer or whatever, basketball, baseball, whatever, into a tournament or a game, want to win these tournaments or games. And same for us, we want to win the tournament, but it's probably not only a good result if we win it. Perhaps if you go to semi-final or quarter-final, whatever, we play a brilliant way of soccer, and we have entertaining soccer, and all the fans were very excited to watch our games, and the whole country is proud of us, then could be a success as well. So it's not easy to predict it at the moment, but when you ask me in this moment, normally we want to win the tournament. I think that's normal for every team who take part in this tournament.
Julian, we wish you the best of luck in your new role. It's great to see you back.
Thank you.